Israel is now reportedly getting ready to attack Iran, and the US is evacuating personnel from the region in response to the rising tensions. And all of this as the UN nuclear watchdog has officially said for the first time in 20 years that Iran isn't meeting its obligations. And Iran's vowing to even further ramp up its uranium enrichment capabilities in response. Now, with all that, it is not clear what kind of attack Israel might be preparing. But notably, the commander of the Revolutionary Guard has warned that his country's retaliation to any Israeli attack would be, quote, more forceful and destructive than in the past, with Iranian officials also warning that any military action against Iran would produce severe consequences, potentially including strikes on American military bases, or which may be why the administration has reportedly ordered all embassies within striking distance of Iran to come up with assessments about danger and about measures to mitigate risks to Americans and U.S. infrastructure. And like I said, this is the first time Iran has been found in breach of its obligations in 2 decades, with the IAEA specifically taking issue with Iran's refusal since 2019 to explain activity at 3 nuclear sites, as well as its buildup of a stockpile of uranium enriched to 60%, which is close to weapons grade. Right, and with that, you have Iran claiming that its nuclear program is for civilian use and that it doesn't want to actually develop weapons. But you also have others arguing that there is no conceivable civil nuclear need for Iran to enrich uranium at levels of 60%. Right, because to give you some key context here, the normal level of enrichment for a nuclear power reactor is somewhere from 3 to 5%. And so you have the president of the Institute for Science and International Security saying, if you are at 60% enriched, you are 99% of the way to weapon grade uranium, which is the ideal material for nuclear weapons. So this program does not look like a civil program, with him then adding there that Iran could get to weapons grade uranium within a week, while a crude nuclear explosive device could be attached within months. And in fact, to that point, you have the IAEA saying that Iran already has enough highly enriched uranium at near weapons grade to build 10 bombs in less than a year. And so right now, who knows what's going to happen, right? Is there any hope of this deal being salvaged? Is the situation going to continue to escalate? Is there going to be an Israeli strike? Time will tell, and we'll see.